Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, you guys know the drill. If you guys could please smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it. If you guys could leave a comment down below, I don't care what it is, it super helps the channel out. Now we're back in the shop. Today's a very special day. We just got a delivery. Now a couple weeks ago, I actually ordered a frame straightening machine. I ordered it from Vevor.com. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link in the description of the exact product that I purchased. It just came today. Teo and I got it off the truck. We went ahead and opened up the wooden pallet. The wooden pallet was busted up a little bit. It's kind of steel and stuff, so I don't think you can really hurt it. Everything inside looked to be intact. Everything looks to be there, so I'm not too worried about it. But we got it unpackaged, got it laid out. I wanted to do a little video of it kind of unboxed and also assembled, and kind of give you guys a little bit of a review. Of course, we do have a couple jobs here that do need a pull, so we did order this machine a couple weeks ago, and they did ship it out pretty much right away. I missed the call from the shipping company the first day, and it actually delayed the shipping because they only delivered on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we did schedule it for today, Tuesday, of course. So it just came, and it came on time, just like they said. And I did see a frame rack that looked almost identical, could be from the same manufacturer, on eBay for a little cheaper. I think it was about $200 or $300 cheaper. I actually messaged the company to ask them if it was the same one or not. They actually never even got back to me, and still haven't got back to me. And after I read some reviews, I had several people say that they had problems with the shipping company that actually charged them additional shipping upon delivery. And I didn't want to deal with any of that, so I went ahead and went back to Vevor.com, spent a little extra, and dealt with a reputable company. Alongside with that, when I signed up on Vevor.com, there was actually a coupon code, so pay attention to maybe some possible coupon codes. And I think I actually seen a coupon code on Facebook as well on the advertisement. And so I copy and pasted that into the coupon code. It actually gave me, I believe, like 5% off. So I ended up getting this frame rack for $2,000 out the door, shipped to the door. And I think that was a pretty good bang for the buck. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link in the description below of the exact part that I ordered. But we did get it unboxed, so here it is right here, laid out on the floor. I don't exactly know what everything is yet. You can kind of see here, we have the main part of the machine. Now this is adjustable here. This is gonna hold another part of the beam right there. And that's what's gonna hold these pinch weld clamps. And these are all adjustable and rotatable, so you can adjust the height. It does give you some locking wrenches, and these adjust just like a coilover would on a lowered car. It gives you the hydraulic foot pedal release here, so that will control the hydraulic cylinder. You can see here, this is our post that will attach to that right there, utilizing probably that, I believe. And this is all adjustable, so you can hook your chain up to it. We got several casters. You can see here is our adjustable arm. Here's our hydraulic ram. I do believe this is a 10-ton ram. We also have this hydraulic jack right here. And we got some foot pads there for the other side of the pinch weld. It also comes with a pretty cool little rolling cart that we got to assemble as well. And it gives you several attachments. So it gives you its own casters. So you got several hooks that you can kind of hang on the pegboard of the cart and hang up all your attachments. So you got several clamps here, different shapes, different sizes, for different types of things. You got some hooks. Here's the bottom of the cart right here. Hardware kit, a little jack handle. These are the wrenches I was talking about. They give you some chains. They give you a nice gold zinc coated chain here. Here is the pinch weld clamps. Everything appears to be of pretty good quality. Really heavy duty. The pallet did weigh about 700 pounds. It was very difficult to get off the truck. And like I said, the pallet was kind of busted up, so we did have to give the guys a little bit of a hand with a floor jack to actually get a moving dolly underneath the pallet to get it up off their ramp. So very heavy. Once we got it in the shop, everything unpackaged pretty easily. And so here it is. Pretty happy, pretty stoked right now. It also came with a pretty cool little air jack. Now this actually came within about 3 days. They do say that they have about 3-4 day shipping or something like that. And believe it or not, This shipped out and actually came to us separately. They used freight to ship the actual initial rack itself. But they actually used like FedEx, I can't remember if it was FedEx or UPS, to deliver the air jack, and we did have to assemble this. It took about 15-20 minutes, but it is a pretty cool little unit here. Just kind of helps you lift the car quickly and adjust, and I thought that was a pretty cool little bonus add-on as well. So we're gonna go ahead and start assembling this thing, and we're gonna go ahead and show you guys what it looks like as soon as it's assembled. All right, guys, Teo and I just finished assembling the frame rack and also the tool accessory cart. Just wanted to give you guys a first look at things and how it went together, and just give you guys a little overview of the assembly itself. Of course, I haven't used it yet. You guys are gonna have to check back for future videos as far as the use, but here she is, guys. Unpackaging the pallet took about 30 to 40 minutes, and honestly, assembling the initial unit itself took about 45 minutes to an hour. A couple of us just taking our time, making sure that we did it right and did it how the instructions instructed. But you can see here, the frame rack itself is all the way together. And the air jack, of course, came separately ahead of time, so we already had that together. And there's a lot of adjustability on the frame rack. Now, of course, you can see these posts. They got set screws here, here, here. You have a lot of adjustability as far as in and out in this post, depending whether or not you're pulling the front, the rear, left side, right side, corner, stuff like that. So you have lots of adjustability. These adjust in height as well. You can see here, you got some like adjustability to spin these up. Everything seems to be really heavy duty. Welds seem to be good. Steel looks good. Everything looks really straight. So whatever jig they're using to assemble these things seems to be pretty dialed in. You can see here the welds look pretty good. I don't think there's a lot that can really go wrong with this, except for maybe the hydraulics, the rams, something like that. I don't see any of this really bending. Hardware, of course, is pretty standard. So I think there's gonna be a lot of longevity into this thing. Possibly the casters could get worn out depending how uneven your concrete is. Of course, if they get wet, stuff like that. But of course, you can replace casters fairly easily. It rolls really nice. Every caster on this is a swivel caster. So you can pretty much do a full 360 in place. So it's very maneuverable by yourself. But everything has a lot of adjustability. Like I said, this goes in and out. This goes in and out. These go up and down for your pinch weld clamps. And it has a center point here. Now this spins, turns. It's got a little bottle jack here that you can use. You can, of course, move this. And that way you can get this to be on one pinch weld and this on the other side, or you can use this on, like, let's say the back of a frame rails or a hitch receiver, and this could be on the left and right pinch weld like that. Or you can take this out. You just simply take this bolt and this nut loose, and you can take this completely out of the way, get it up out of the way. Back here, same thing, this little roller. I'm not sure exactly how all this is gonna work out, so I just kind of have it just kind of mocked up right now for the most part. But this does kind of roll really nicely on this little roller. So that's pretty cool. That, of course, can be moved as well. It pivots right here. It also swings. If you look right here, this whole arm can go left, right, and you can really get some good adjustability. Of course, you got this post that's adjustable as well by simply loosening this nut. The chain's just sitting here. Like I said, it's mocked up. You can pretty much maneuver this thing around single-handedly. And of course, insurance companies give you time to set up the frame rack. So initially, probably setting up the car on this frame rack could potentially take longer than actually using the frame rack itself. But they give you this nice little handy air jack for a quick adjustable of things. And yeah, everything's pretty good. I'm really happy with the quality. And you can see there, it's got their label right there. Everything looks pretty good. It's pretty simple. I do like that it has like this spring-loaded little T-handle that you can just pull out and simply adjust the swing arm, the pulling arm, left to right. So super happy with that. Now the hydraulic ram apparently is a 10-ton ram. You just put a You just put the coupler on right there. And I did have to change the air fitting to a T-style fitting that we use here in our shop. And I just hooked my air line to it, and it looks pretty good. I'm gonna show you guys that in a minute. Just wanted to show you guys the quality here. Yellow zinc coated chain. Honestly, everything's pretty straightforward. I feel like this is kind of something that you can't really mess up. Pretty impressed with everything. I think this is pretty much gonna last the rest of my life, to tell you the truth. So I don't see any reason in a small shop like we have. We are about a 3 to 4 man shop. We do a lot of collision repair, fender benders, insurance work like that. Also do a lot of custom stuff and some of our own personal builds as well. But as far as a frame rack like this is perfect. That's all we need. If we needed anything bigger, we can send it out, or we'll just go ahead and send the job down its way. Now the tool cart here, a little bit lighter duty, of course, but of course, this isn't something that you necessarily have to be rolling around all over. We'll probably put this in the corner of our shop and it won't really move. And basically it's just a place to put all your attachments, all your different clamps. All your clamps look zinc coated, so they won't rust away. They got a black hardware, and everything looks pretty decent. Like I said, I don't think you can really mess this stuff up. And of course, you could use any clamp you want. You could buy additional clamps. You got hooks. You got a little jack handle for the bottle jack, which I did drill a hole into. That way I could hang it up and not lose it. They give you 2 wrenches like this that will adjust the adjustability on the pinch weld clamps. You got some other hooks down here. You got this hook. Doesn't really have a hole in it, so it's just gonna sit down here. I think that will be its home. They give you this little cable. I believe that's to cable down the chain. That way when you're doing a pull and if it slips loose, it doesn't hit anybody in the face, and it's just a safety cable. And you get a little strap here to pull with as well. They give you a cable that's eye looped on both ends, about 3 feet in length. Give you a little chain, double hooked. I went ahead and utilized the extra hooks to hang my 5-ton pulling ram that we use with our porta power. So there might be times where that might come in handy, as well as this, and we can maybe utilize it on the same thing. I went ahead and used the cart also to put my slide hammer set here. And on the back side, I had a little bit of room, and I just went ahead and put our porta power set there as well. So this thing rolls around pretty good. It did have a little shipping damage. I had to use a mallet and a dolly to go ahead and straighten out a little bit of the edge, but overall it's pretty good. I think that pallet just could use a little more build quality. I think they would be good, but luckily it was an easy fix, not a big deal. Kind of expected when you buy something like this. The finish on everything looks pretty good. I mean, it's about what you would expect. And of course, stuff like this is gonna get beat up, but overall, nothing really got damaged. We do have a couple nicks here and there on the beams, but of course, like I said, all this stuff's adjustable. It's gonna get nicked up as you use it anyway. Their decal got kind of nicked up. Would be kind of cool to put that label in a spot that didn't necessarily get nicked up. They should have put like a protected label on that, especially for advertisement for them. But Vevor, if you're watching this, we could use another label, and we'll gladly represent. I think you guys got a pretty good product, pretty good bang for the buck. When I first set eyes on this, it was actually a little bit cheaper. So when I finally went to go pull the trigger, I was a little bit bummed out that it went up in price. But luckily, like I said, I used that coupon code, and it actually got me 5% off. So keep an eye out on the coupons, sign up on their website. They have lots of products, not only for auto body, but all sorts of products that you guys can use around your house, your shop, stuff like that, businesses. So far, I really like it. And we have a couple jobs in-house right now that we will be running through, and we'll be setting up on this frame rack. So as soon as we have something set up on this frame rack, I'm definitely gonna do another update and give you guys a first-hand look at how she goes. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the air here. And it does kind of have a little note here. It says, pull up the bar during operating, helps air flows. Pull down the bar during transfer, prevents oil leak. Number 32 oil. So I believe that just means kind of open it up like that, and you can use your foot. And you can see the ram starting to go. And I just, like I said, that chain is just mocked up right now. It's just sitting there. But you can see it in all its action right there. You let off, tilt, and then you push down to release the pressure. And of course, when that has force, that's gonna come back quickly. So you do have to be careful. They give you about 5 to 6 feet of hose here. And of course, you wanna make sure you are not in line with the chain. You wanna be as far away as possible with this as you're pulling. And always remember to hook the safety cable up as you're pulling as well. Especially if you have something nearby, glass, people, a vehicle. It's always good to just be pulling in a direction that if that chain slips loose, that there's nothing in line with it that's gonna damage or harm anybody. So there you go, right there. We're gonna go ahead and unhook that. I'm gonna show you guys that little air jack that they give you real quick too. So when you use this, it's got a air in and an air out lever. And of course, those little flap doors are in line with the lever. So I'll always make sure both sides are closed before I hook up air to it. Now, you can hook up the hose. It rolls around really good. So you can actually go right underneath a pinch weld or a frame rail or anything that you're trying to adjust. And you just slowly crack this. You can do it faster, but pay attention. It does have a little safety valve here, so that should pop if it does get overpressurized. And also, honestly, if it gets really overpressurized, I'm sure this hose would burst long before this airbag would ever have a problem. So don't be scared that you're gonna blow it up, but you do wanna pay attention to these valves. And to release, you got this little lever. But if you're really trying to just release it quickly, you could also release this and release this as well. And with force on there, it's gonna really bleed quickly. But this is a super cool little handy little jack. It maneuvers really easily, so I kind of think that's pretty cool that they included that in the kit. It does have a stand, but for some reason, mine doesn't stay up. So unless I assembled this wrong, it just is a little bit top heavy at that angle and doesn't quite want to stay up. So not sure what's wrong there, but that's okay. We'll just lean it up against the wall and it'll be just fine. So there it is, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys have any questions, please ask a question in the comments. I will get back to every single comment, I promise. And of course, give us a little bit of time. We'll get some use of this thing under our belt. So keep a lookout for future videos. And of course, I will leave a link in the description for this product from Vevor.com. And of course, like, comment, and if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.
Ooh, like LeBron, though, or like Bonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do.